Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and y'all, we spent a couple of days out of the drugstore and now we gotta jump back in because e.l.f. released their Jelly Pop collection, and I don't know what it was about this collection, but I swear to you, I heard the angels sing. So I went on their website and I purchased the entire collection, and I figured we would go through, dive into swatches, consistency, and really see what this entire line has to offer. Because to my understanding, what this entire collection is supposed to be is really just a nice, like, dewy, hydrating, glossy kind of feel. So we're gonna go ahead and start diving in, and I think where we would start with that is their gel moisturizer. Now, I did go ahead today and I used a couple of my regular products, but I did not go in with my normal topical moisturizer because I knew this was coming. So I did go in with my toner and a little under eye cream, but that is it. So before we go in with this though, I just realized glasses and hair are down. Oh, there's too much happening right now. It says here that this is $8, and in the description box it says, skin hangover, we got you covered. This watermelon and castor oil infused moisturizing gel has a unique gel to liquid texture, allowing for quick absorption into the skin for a boost of instant hydration. Perfect for under makeup or alone for an au naturel glow. So I just grabbed a little bit on my hand here, and you guys will have already seen the up close of how this applies. So it did come out for me as a jelly, but one of those comments said that theirs came out more like water, and I definitely don't share that experience. So that is very interesting. It's making me wonder already if there's some inconsistencies in formula. Oh, okay. I actually like the smell of this. It's a really, really light watermelon smell. It's not overpowering at all. It does dry down pretty completely, very light tack to the skin. So now that this has dried down here for a minute, the tack is completely gone. It is interesting the way it sits on the face because it doesn't feel overly hydrating. I can definitely see the person that said if you have dry skin this doesn't work. I could see that. I am very intrigued though, because I'm on like the normal to oily spectrum, to see if this provides more hydration on like the hydrogel side versus like a normal oil moisturizer. That'll be interesting. Okay, all right, let's keep moving. I'm into it. Now going into primer, I actually didn't go the route of the full size primer that they offered, which is $10. I went with the $15 option, which was one of the little mini kits, and it had a mini primer, but a full size face gloss, which I needed for this video anyways, as well as one of the full size lip glosses, which again, I needed for this video anyways. So it worked out to be more cost advantageous for me to go that way and get to test out the primer at the same time. But just know if you are looking for just the primer, it is a lot bigger and it does have a pump on it, and it is $10. And on their website that does have one review, which is 5 stars currently. Go team. In the details here it says this multitasking primer has a unique gel texture that works like glue to grip makeup to ensure it stays put. Packed with skin-loving ingredients like hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, a powerful blend of antioxidants, your skin will be looking and feeling its very best. I'm really intrigued with this one because they said it has a light tack to it. I think for me that's like the weirdest part. All right, it comes out pretty much clear with like a light baby pink tint. And I'm just gonna take it and apply it. I'm gonna kind of start in the center and just like work it out lightly. Hey guys, real quick, I've just been sitting here letting that primer kind of sink into the skin. Anytime I'm testing a primer, I do like to do that off of camera. And while I was doing that, I was reading the back of this bottle for the water gel moisturizer that we put on in the last step. And on the back here, it says this hydrating watermelon infused Jelly Pop collection uses unique jelly textures to give you lasting sheer color, dewy skin, and a healthy glow. So is that trying to tell me that this is supposed to give me a healthy sheer pink coverage? Because I didn't notice it with this, and I didn't notice it with this one when I applied it to the skin. Like when I lightly applied it to my hand, I could see the lightest sheer pink color, but like on the skin it goes on completely clear. So are you referring to these or the rest of the collection when you say lasting sheer color, dewy skin, and a healthy glow? I don't know, I'm just a little bit thrown off by that. But now that that primer has had a chance to sink in and kind of do its thing, I do think it's very interesting the way it's sitting on the skin, because it does have a light tack to it. And it's not bad, which I was really concerned about because I am on like the normal to oily side, like I've said 10 times in this video. So I was a little bit concerned that when it sat onto the skin, it would kind of grab like at my pores and make them look really emphasized. moisturized, and this one doesn't. It really just kind of settled down but left me with a light tack on the surface, which I think is kind of nice. Next up, I have to add foundation and concealer, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I will come back in just a second, and we're going to dive into the jelly blushes and the jelly highlight face gloss things, which I'm not going to lie to you, I still don't completely understand. So hang tight and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are back. I have foundation and concealer on. I went in with my Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. I mixed LN6 and LN2 together, and then for concealer, I just used my Tarte Shape Tape in Porcelain Beige. Now, with all of the base makeup out of the way, it is time to dive in to these little jelly products. Now, these were very perplexing to me, and I'm actually going to give you guys all the swatches at once for both. So the first two swatches you are going to be looking at here are the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Face and Eye Glosses. There are two shades of that. Like I said, the one on top is Icy Pop, and the other one is Creamsicle Pop. And the main difference between the two, which you can probably see on camera, is that Icy Pop does carry with it just a straight white glitter kind of gummy texture to it, while the Creamsicle Pop has the one with the light pink to purple kind of reflected gold in there, set in more of a champagne base versus the other one set in just a pure white kind of base. And then the other two items we have on hand here are the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blushes, and those are also available in two shades. We have Peach Pop and then Berry Pop, and both of these look almost metallic when you swatch them. They have a beautiful reflect to them. One of the things that I'm super curious about between these two things is, as you could see in swatch, they had a very different look to them, but the consistency is wildly different. For the face and eye gloss, when you take the lid off, it is a long, like stringy, goopy kind of consistency. The texture is just bizarre. It's very, very thick and goopy, but then when you go in with the flush blushes, these are an actual like thin kind of jelly texture, the kind that kind of wiggles and jiggles. It doesn't pull like the other stuff. It's just a very thin jelly that wiggles around. Now, I'm not going to waste any more time speculating, but as you can tell, my mind is just abuzz with what is going on with these products. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive into some of the information. So all of these, whether you're going with the face glosses or the blushes, they are $6 a piece. And going into the description for the blushes first, because that's obviously what we are going to apply first here, it says under the details that your crush isn't the only thing that should make you blush. This unique jelly textured blush seamlessly melts into the cheeks for a sheer wash of color and sheen without the stickiness. Infused with hydrating watermelon and a rich blend of argan oil, vitamin E, and castor oil to give the skin a radiant glow. Now, to accompany these products, they also released this little brush right here. This is the Jelly Pop Stipple Brush. It is $8, and under the details here, it says, add an extra pop to your brush set with this Jelly Pop Stipple Brush. This brush features layered bristle brushes to create a soft airbrush look to the skin, perfect for applying blush, highlighter, or foundation. We recommend using it with the Jelly Pop Flush Blush for a seamless blend onto the cheeks. And I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do. I want to use this on one side for the blush, and then on the other side, I want to apply the other color blush with a sponge, just to see maybe if the consistency changes, if they apply differently, if one side is streaky versus smooth. You know the drill. So I'm gonna start off with the brush and Berry Pop, and guys, look at so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just taking what's in the lid, and I'm just gonna lightly kind of boop, boop, boop my little bristles around in here. So I'm thinking we're gonna start right here. Guys, I don't have a clue. But let's go ahead and just kind of like boop, 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 boop. Oh. Okay, do you buff it around? Like, what are you supposed to do? Oh my, no. Oh my God, this is the worst application I've ever seen in my life. This is not doing it. I'm sorry, hold on. Mayday, mayday, phone a friend. We're patting this in with our sponge, because that was not it at all in any way, shape, or form. Oh my God, it looks so not good. I think that that brush legit just tore into my foundation. Okay, all right, we're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Guys, I don't know if you can see this online, like on the camera or not, but my skin legit looks like I have some version of the chicken pox ran wild with leprosy, and they made little babies and placed them on my face. And then the more that I kind of press it in and I get them to fade slightly, it's like all my foundation is gone in that area. But you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna pause, because I don't hate the way that it kind of spread out over the face. I'm hoping that maybe it only looks this weird because of the brush. So the other side, which has nothing on it yet other than foundation, we're gonna take the sponge, we're gonna take the other color, which is Peach Pop, and we are going to try applying it just with the sponge and see kind of if that diffuses the situation. So I'm gonna just grab my tip of the sponge here. I'm just gathering up some product, boom, right there. And then we're just going to kind of lightly place it, okay. And then if it becomes too overwhelming, we can just pat it out. All right. This is already going, by the way, so much better. So let's just flip it over. We're gonna press that in, flip it over again, apply a little bit more and kind of build it up, and then shear it back out and move it all over. All right, so just so you guys know, this side applied a lot better than this side. It went in, sat right down. The sponge, I think, is the way to go. This brush is not it. I do not, maybe it would work for foundation or for some other something, but not, no honey, not today, not with this, not happening. Now, as far as this product itself goes, I can at least see what they're talking about when they say sheer, because it did sheer out quite a bit. Like you guys can see, it went from being very, very rich on my hand here, even when I blended it out on my hand, to putting it on the skin. It's almost like it absorbs a little bit into the foundation, which is good. I really like everything to look melded and pressed together, so I'm not mad at it. I actually quite like it, and I really enjoy the sheen that it gives. Like, again, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it does have this really beautiful kind of lilt to the cheek, and it just makes it look slightly juicy, slightly hydrated. It's nothing over the top. It's just a very nice light touch that I really enjoy. All right, so moving into the face and eye glosses, again, we have 2 shades, $6 a piece, and on the e.l.f. website, they already have 2 reviews, giving them a grand total of 4.5 stars. And now here's the funny part, guys. This is where I screwed up, because I just now opened the How to Use tab, and it says, use your finger to warm up the product and dab it lightly onto the cheeks and eyes. Best worn alone for a natural dewy look. Oh man. Guys, I screwed this one up a little bit. See, I went through and I read the descriptions of these products and I learned about them that way, but I didn't read the how to use, and under how to use is where it said that this should be worn alone. So, I guess you're not supposed to put it on top of makeup, which now that I'm feeling the consistency, remember how a few minutes ago I was really like torn on this whole thing and like, how is it so goopy? How's this gonna work? Well, now I understand why. It's not meant to be worn on top of foundation, apparently. So that's interesting. But does that mean I still want to know if it's good or not on top of foundation? Yes. So I'm gonna take, oh wow, did you guys see? Like, look at that. Come on. How is that not intriguing to somebody? I don't know. Guys, I just can't help myself. I feel this intense need to put this on my cheeks and see if it's good. If it totally ruins everything, my fault. I will say it right now, but we're gonna try. We have to try. Hello, it's what we're here for. So let's go ahead. Yeah, we're here. We're here to do the exact opposite of what they say to do, obviously. So let's go ahead and just kind of apply it to the face. Oh, I can feel that and hear that going. Okay guys, so we have a little situation. I'm gonna start off by saying this. I think on camera it looks very pretty. Look at this. It looks nice, it looks shiny, that's great. However, we have a small situation. So I know why they say to wear it alone. That would be because it removes the foundation. Just like sucks it right off your face, girl. So yeah, we have quite this, can you hear that actually? Hold on. I really hope that that picked up on the audio, because that is what it sounds like the entire time I've been sitting here tapping it on my face. And guys, I don't know, I don't think you can see it on camera, but my hand right here, like this finger that I just used to apply it, legitimately covered in all the foundation that was right there. So here's the moral of my story. Definitely make an effort to wear this one alone, because girl, she real thick and goopy. So really be sure to listen to the directions. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not mad that I didn't. I actually think if anything, this was a really good way to test it out, to really feel that consistency. Plus, let's be honest, we were all wondering, we all wanted to know what the rules were. But here's the thing, you guys, I actually think we're in a good spot, because although we just removed all the foundation right there, we've also tested the main things we needed to test. However, there's one thing I was trying to figure out how to incorporate, and now I don't have to wonder, because hello, there's also the watermelon jelly cleanser, and we could try this and like remove everything on our face and see how it works. It's almost like the storyline wrote itself. Okay, so according to the e.l.f. website here, this is $8 and it has 3 out of 5 stars with 2 reviews. Makes me a little nervous. Under details here, it says, say bye-bye to makeup, dirt, and oil with this gentle watermelon infused gel cleanser. It can be used all over the face and eyes to melt away stubborn makeup and cleanse the skin, leaving your face clean, plump, and hydrated. Infused with skin-loving ingredients, watermelon extract, and vitamin B5. Now here's my curiosity with this though. It says that you can use it all over the face as a gel cleanser to melt away or say bye-bye to makeup and dirt and oil. So is this gonna like lather up and be like an actual like soapy sudsy cleanser? Or is this gonna be like my Tarte makeup remover that you squirt out and it's kind of an oil and it literally melts off makeup? Like, what kind of direction are we going with this? Should I be in the bathroom for this part? I don't know. Guys, I'm just gonna try it. You know what, screw it. I'm sick of waiting. So let's just go ahead here. Let's take this. I can't guarantee that I won't have to abort mission at some point. Look at that big old cleanser. Let's go ahead here. I got a bunch and we're just gonna really in my beauty studio. Ooh, that smells very nice. Okay, let's just rub it on here. I really want to see if it does a decent job at least removing the makeup itself. All right, so we're feeling good. We're feeling like we got it all mashed around. How are my hands looking? They're good and covered in foundation. All right, let's go ahead here and wipe it off. Okay, wow, guys, that actually did do a decent job at like lifting the foundation off my face. That's pretty impressive. Don't get me wrong, would I probably follow with an actual cleanser? Yes. Will I go follow with an actual cleanser? Yes. But that wasn't bad, and my skin doesn't feel super stripped at all. P.S. You're not ever supposed to rub your face with a towel like I'm doing. Big no-no. It can create little microdermabrasions on your skin. Just a side note. And my skin doesn't feel dried out at all. It doesn't feel moisturized, but it also just doesn't feel stripped. It's not bad at all. Now guys, I don't learn my lesson, so me and this face gloss, we're back, and I really just have to apply a little bit of it to my cheek and see what it looks like, because it said bare face, like nothing with it. So here's the situation. Yet again, it looks really pretty on the skin. On camera, it reflects nicely. In real life, it even gives you like a nice, wet, juicy cheek. But the reality is, if I was outside, my hair was down, girl, my hair is going to be stuck to my face like a stage 5 clinger, and I'm just not here for that. So for me, I think this one's probably a pass. Just wipe that off. Ugh. Oh, it's so sticky. Guys, I even broke out a fresh makeup wipe for this one. That's the level of stick we're talking about. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Now, last thing we have up here are the Jelly Pop Juicy Glosses. These currently are on the website for $5. There are 4 different shades, which you will see here in a second. And with 4 reviews, these have 5 out of 5 stars, which is kind of great, actually. I was a little bit curious about that, just because glosses can be such a hit or miss consistency. So here are the colors. I actually kind of love the arrangement they came up with for these. I feel like they're bright, they're bold, they're poppy. But when you guys are going through, and I'll go ahead and throw up the swatches for you right now, they don't look nearly as intimidating as they do in the tubes. So first up on top, we have Watermelon Pop, then Apricot Pop, Grape Pop, and Cherry Pop. And I don't know what it is about these. I just think they're so, so cute. Not gonna lie to you though, this Grape Pop one, when I swatched it, I was really grateful it wasn't super intense, but I'm dying to know what it looks like on the lips. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what this taste is. It's kind of chemical with like a dash of watermelon. Like if you had someone that worked in a chemical factory and you were to take their aroma, the air that they surround themselves with, and then like dunk a watermelon tea bag in it just for like the essence of watermelon. That's kind of what I'm getting. And what's really weird is that it actually smells really good, but I almost like smell the chemicals. You know how when you taste something that you smell, or you'll smell something that you taste? That's what I've got going on here. Like my senses are all over the place, but there's definitely chemical, dash of watermelon tea bag. Like there's something to that effect going on. In the description for these, it says this lip gloss is poppin', this lip gloss is cool. Oh, that's great. It says it is also non-sticky, infused with lip hydrating ingredients, hyaluronic acid, avocado oil, castor oil, and coconut oil. This cushiony gloss gives you a pout that is shiny, a sheer pop of color, and still hydrating. All right, I would not disagree with anything they said. It does feel very hydrating. It gives you a beautiful look and like nice like little to the skin. Not mad about that. This is probably the best item out of this collection for me. I do feel like it does what they say. The only thing I don't love is that kind of chemical tasty smell. But if you were also putting this like lightly, maybe layered over something else, I don't know that it would be as noticeable. Like maybe it's only so apparent because it's the only thing on my face. I'm not sure. Also, oh, you know what? I think it dissipates a little bit too. Okay, all right, I might be able to get behind this a little bit more now. Like, look at the shine that has on the lips. Oh my gosh. Let's try another color while we're here. I mean, we're already here. We might as well. So I'm gonna grab Watermelon Pop, apply just a little bit. So that is the one tip I will give you, is that if you are applying these, you will need a very, very little amount to go over and literally coat your entire lip and still give you that beautiful, glossy, dewy look. So everybody, that is the entire collection. Now let's go ahead and round through my thoughts, my highs, my lows. The product that I think I'm the most disappointed in would be that face and eye gloss, mainly just because for me, like I told you, it doesn't really have a place or a way that I could use it where it wouldn't stick to everything. Like right now, can you imagine? Oh my God, all this hair would just be like stuck to my face. So that I don't really love so much. The blushes I'll have to work with a little bit more because I do feel like they were a little bit weird in the way that they applied and dried down, but I want to try them with different foundations and see if maybe it was just a texture issue or maybe it was a dry down issue. Like I'm not 100% sure. The moisturizer and the cleanser I'm not mad at. Do I think they're anything that's super revolutionary? No. I would probably say if you have one that you already love that's on the more affordable side, you don't have any reason to change. Again, it's not that they're bad, I just don't think that they're anything crazy special. And then as far as the moisturizer goes, I do think that if you are on the dry skin side, it probably won't work as well for you just because it's not feeling super hydrating on my skin. And I feel hydration pretty intensely because I'm normal to oily. So just something to consider. Again, if you're dry skin, it might not be for you. This brush, absolutely not. I did not like this. Now, maybe if I was using it to apply like a powder blush, maybe it would work better. I don't know. Or maybe if I wanted to use it for bronzer and I had like a tiny little head, maybe this would work for that. But for me, this is just, no, like I don't like this. And also for the price, by the way, e.l.f., you can do better than this. You have better, more affordable brushes that do way nicer things. So yeah, no, for me, that's a no. Now the primer I will have to work with more. You guys know that. I mean, I can't just tell you off of one use where I didn't even really get to wear it a ton. But what I can say that I like about this is the level of hydration that you get and how you can feel that slight tackiness to the skin. It's nowhere near as tacky as like the Cover FX gripping primer. Nowhere near that. So if you don't like that consistency, don't think that. It's like way dialed back. It's maybe a fourth or a third of that level of tackiness. So if you're kind of trying to gauge it, that's where it's at. You guys, those are my thoughts. I really feel like this collection, I didn't expect the results I got. I'll tell you that right now. But more than that even, I feel like this was such a polarizing collection for me. It had some things that I really, really didn't like and some things that I was like, okay. And then everything else just like sat somewhere in the middle of like, I like it for this, I love it for like, very wishy-washy. And that being said, I would love to hear from you guys down below. Were you curious about this collection? Did you want to see what it had to offer? I know as far as a video goes, this was super all over the place and I apologize for that. Normally at the end of a video, I have like a full face on and we're doing something with our lives and like things are progressing in one general direction. And honey, that is just not what happened today. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think? While you're down there, don't forget you can check me out on Instagram and on Twitter. They are both linked down below in the description box. If you haven't done so yet, you can also subscribe and turn on your post notifications for this here YouTube channel because y'all, I do upload 5 videos a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time here in Northern Michigan. But you guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Guys, you know what I love the most about this video is that I got up, I got myself looking relatively nice. Don't get me wrong, I didn't do anything fancy, but I did curl my hair. And then when I threw my hair back in the little clip, my hair fell out and it's humid outside, so my hair is going to fall out the rest of the way. And I don't even have makeup on because this video didn't go quite the way I anticipated it going. My cheeks look a little bit like, little juicy, little bit, just a little bit. Y'all, it's going to be like 90 degrees today. And by the way, I don't know if you're from around like a Midwestern person, but like I don't do 90 degrees, okay? No, my heart and soul caps out at like 67, 68 degrees. Like that's where I draw the line for me. But when the rest of the state is like capsulating in the 90 region, I'm just like, girl, okay, I did not sign up for this. No, I signed up for temperamental Northern Michigan that in the summer, you don't really get summer, but in the winter, you also really don't get winter. Like that's what I signed up for. Michigan is temperamental, as am I. That's what makes us vibe. So girl, I gotta know, why are you so hot today? Why? Why? Oh my God, can you imagine if I would have been going in with that sticky stuff all over my face on a day like today where it's going to be so sticky, hot, and sweaty already? Oh my God. I would have been like sticky, hot, sweaty me, sticky, hot, sweaty face, sticky, gooey stuff on my face. So much sticky, gooey nasties. Like I just can't. Oh.